everyone, my name is Amber Plummer and I'm the Director of Learning and Innovation for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Orange Coast. Today I'm going to share with you tips and tricks for reading aloud. The tips and tricks that I'm going to share with you are ones that we use in person. However, they will translate over to the virtual setting or to the recorded setting fairly easily, and you'll see how when I do a demonstration very shortly. The goal is that as read alouds, as readers, we want to make sure that we're engaging our members, that we're being entertaining, and that the kids are having fun. We want them to find themselves drawn into the story, excited about the story, and just having fun listening. So the big question is, how do we do that? The first thing is you want to pose questions. You want to start off by sharing the title of the story, the author, and the illustrator. Ask, what do you see on the front cover? What might this story be about? Number 2, you want to, as you start reading, to read with enthusiasm and excitement. You want to use voice inflection. You want to change your voice for different characters if you're up for that. You want to use hand gestures and facial expressions. You want to continue to pose questions to keep kids thinking and engaged. You can ask things like, what do you think about? Or what might happen next? Or that reminds me of, or that word means. By using these tips and tricks, you will create a fun, entertaining, and engaging read aloud. We are looking forward to seeing what you come up with. Thank you so much for your support and have fun. Hi everyone, my name is Amber Plummer and I am the Director of Learning and Innovation for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Orange Coast. You might have just seen my tips and tricks for reading aloud video. This is one to supplement that, where I will be demonstrating those tips and tricks in an actual read aloud. So first thing you want to do is be sure that you introduce your title, author, and illustrator of your book. And then you'll go ahead and get right into the reading using the voice inflection, asking questions, things of that nature to keep your kids engaged. So now I'll be demonstrating that with reading a full book. Hi boys and girls, today I'm going to be reading for you one of my favorite books and one of my nephew's all-time favorites. This story always makes us laugh when we read it together. The title of the book is I Love You, Stinky Face. And the author is Lisa McCourt and the illustrator is Side Moore. Let's take a look at the cover of the book, boys and girls. What do we see on the cover? I see an ape right here reading a story and an alligator that looks like maybe is the ape's friend. Got a little, I'm not sure, maybe that's a little skunk. A little girl hiding behind the sign, and then this big old dinosaur. So based off of this cover, what do you think the story might be about? Let's make some predictions. I don't know, it looks like the dinosaur and the ape are friends maybe. Maybe the little girl, I don't know, she looks a little scared maybe. Maybe she's coming over for a sleepover with her friends and they're reading a story together. Maybe the dinosaurs, the big bad mama dinosaur. I don't know, but let's read the story and let's find out. Okay? I Love You, Stinky Face by Lisa McCourt and illustrations by Clyde Moore. I love you, my wonderful child, said Mama as she tucked me in, but I had a question. How many of you have questions at bedtime? Quite a few, I bet. I used to have a lot of questions at bedtime. Mama, what if I were a big, scary ape? Would you still love me then? There's Mama at bedtime. Oh, what's this? The little girl has now changed into an ape. And would Mama still love the ape? What do you think? Let's read and see. If you were a big scary ape, I would comb your whole hairy self. make sure you didn't have any tangles. And I would make your birthday cake out of bananas. And I would tell you, I love you, my big scary ape. Now, does that big scary ape look familiar to you? I feel like we've seen that ape before. Did we see the ape on the cover? We sure did. There it is. So, I don't know. Maybe the story's about this little girl imagining different things that she could maybe be and asking her mom if she would love her anyways. Let's read more and find out. But mama, what if I were a super smelly skunk and I smelled so bad that my name was Stinky Face? See, there's that little girl, the same one from the front cover. Where is she? Right there. The same little girl. So she's imagining being all these different things. Look at that little stinky skunk. Do we think Mama's still gonna love her if she's a stinky skunk? Let's find out. Then I would give you a bath and sprinkle you with sweet smelling powder. And if you still smelled bad, I wouldn't mind. I would hug you super tight and whisper in your ear, I love you, my stinky face. And there the stinky face is getting a bath. And there she is getting dried. But mama, what if I were an alligator with big sharp teeth that could bite your head off? Ooh, there's the big alligator. And there's the little girl getting really excited about her imagination. She has quite the imagination. Then I would buy you a bigger toothbrush for your big giant teeth, and I would make sure that you brush them every night so that they would stay healthy and strong. And if you had a sore throat, I would stick my head right inside your enormous jaws to make sure that you were okay. And I would say, I love you, my ferocious alligator. There's the alligator with its toothbrush. Can you imagine brushing an alligator's teeth? That'll be so scary. And there's the alligator with a mama sticking her head inside to make sure her alligator is healthy. But mama, what if I were a terrible meat-eating dinosaur with razor-sharp claws that ripped through my sheets and tore them to shreds every night while I slept? Yikes, what do you think? Mama's still gonna love them? Then I would give you plenty of meat to eat if that's what you like. And I would sew your sheets back together every day because after all, ripping them would be an accident. And I would tuck you into your newly mended sheets every night. And I would say, I love you, my terrible, sweet dinosaur. There's the dinosaur getting lots of hamburgers because she's a big meat eater. And then there's the dinosaur getting tucked in at night. But mama, what if I were a swamp creature with slimy, smelly seaweed hanging from my body and I couldn't ever leave the swamp or I would die? Would you still love me then? The little girl is getting so creative and using her imagination. There's the swamp, slimy swamp animal. Then I would build a house right next to the swamp, and I would stay with you and take care of you always. And when you splash to the surface, I would say, I love you, my slimy little swamp monster. There's the mama's house by the swamp, and there's the giant sea creature, the giant swamp creature. This mama sure does have a lot of love. She finds a way to love this little girl no matter what. That's what mamas do. But mama, what if I were a green alien from Mars and I ate bugs instead of peanut butter? Yikes, guys, bugs instead of peanut butter. There's the alien. Then I would dress you in colors that showed off your nice green skin. And I would pack your lunch with little beetles and spiders and ants and grasshoppers and tasty bugs, the tastiest ones you've ever had. And I would pack a note with all of it that says, I love you, my little greenie. Bon appetit. You guys ever heard the word bon appetit before? You guys know what bon appetit means? Bon appetit basically means enjoy your food. But mama, what if I were a cyclops that had just one giant eye right in the center of my forehead? Then I would look you right in the gigantic eye, and I would say, I love you, my little cyclops, and I would sing a lullaby to you until your one gigantic eyelid got droopier and droopier, and it finally closed and you fell fast asleep. You see, it's getting droopier. It's coming down, it's closing, and then it's fully closed and the Cyclops is off to sleep. I love you, Mama, and I love you, my wonderful child. And there she is, off to sleep. All right, boys and girls, thank you for joining me as I read I Love You, Stinky Face. I hope you loved it as much as my nephew and I do, and we will see you later. Have a good day.